Hello! Wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is, you are warmly welcome to LinkedIn Ladies Loose and Live. I'm Melinda Ward, and I am with my lovely cohorts, Sarah Farmer and Vanessa Ashworth. And we want to help you set your week off right, help you put a spring in your step and fling yourself into the week with renewed vigor. The aim of this show is to have some fun and help those of you who work from home feel like you have a bit of a connection and that sort of office experience without actually being in the office. So give you a chance to connect with real life humans face to face, have a bit of a chat, have fun chat, have serious chat. So firstly, we want to know, how was your weekend? What did you get up to? And what are you looking forward to this week? Is there anybody that you want to particularly call out and thank for helping you out? And we'll go through, put all your comments in the comments, and then we'll get through them as quickly as we can. And so first off, we'll start off with, please introduce yourself in the comments. Who are you? Where are you from? And also anything fun that you might have gotten up to in the past weekend. And after we get through those fun and happy topics, then we'll move on to the more serious stuff. So then we'll be talking about what's getting in the way of you feeling excited about the week coming up. Is there anything bothering you that we can help you with? And finally, if we have time, we'll get into some quotes. What quotes have you seen in the past week which have made you feel happy and uplifted, and which have just made you kind of roll your eyes and think, oh yeah, okay. So let's start the week right by helping as many people as possible feel connected in this very remote and disconnected world. Feel free to support each other in the comments as well. This is your community. We're here for you, and we're really delighted that you could join us. So let us know you're out there, as I said. Say hi, tell us what you've been up to, and we will introduce ourselves while you're doing that. Firstly, Sarah, how about yourself?
Hello. Well, I've had a very, very lovely weekend. I do think I'm still echoing, though. We had this conversation beforehand. I don't know why, but we shall see. I went on a gin distillery tour this weekend, and it was a gift I got for my 50th in May, and haven't been able to use it until now. And I was convinced all that was happening was we were just going to go and look around the distillery. And I said to my husband, we don't need a taxi. It'll be fine. I don't even drink really anyway. Anyway, I discovered this. So if any of you drink gin, this is Silent Pool gin, but this is lethal for someone that doesn't really like alcohol. This is a damson plum gin cordial. They haven't told me to sell this, by the way. But if you're not a massive fan of drinking and you just want something that tastes nice but makes you feel a little bit woohoo, I highly recommend that. And that way. And then when you've had a couple of those and they've tried you out on a few other things on the distillery tour, which they do get you a little drunk, you end up buying one of those as well. So I ended up, as someone who doesn't drink very much, coming home with some lovely bottles of things. This is rose, and it's a rose one, and it's lovely. So anyway, for someone that doesn't drink, I did quite well this weekend. And still managed to get home in time to watch Strictly. So it was brilliant. What about you, Vanessa? What did you do?
Oh, well, I had Alistair this weekend, my 9-year-old son. And as we said last weekend, when you had an awkward time with your kids, am I echoey? I think I am.
We're all echoing a bit
today.
God.
Anyway, I had a very awkward time with him on Saturday. So I was completely frazzled. It was the worst it's ever been. But we got over it. I didn't raise my voice once. And we went to the birthday party. And that was really good. And I saw my friends and he saw his. So that was really cool. And then we went to an amateur dramatic production of The Vicar of Dibley. And it was awesome. It was brilliant, but it was a lot naughtier than I remember it. So I was kind of covering Alistair's ears up. And then I didn't drink any gin or do anything like that because I don't drink anymore, as you know. I was much more wholesome. And then so on the Sunday, we went into the woods and look, props again. Alistair made this. So we've been making wreaths, but Alistair made that, isn't it cool? So I kind of created the willow circles, and then we went into the woods and collected holly and ivy and other bits of shrubbery, and I'll put it over there before it falls down.
Much more wholesome than my weekend then.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. Yeah.
Very nice too. What about you, Melinda? Did you do anything nice? Did you get dressed up this weekend in a cat costume or anything similar?
Not exactly that, but I did get out and do some things. There's a Van Gogh immersive art exhibition in London at the moment, so I did that on Saturday, and then met up with a friend for a birthday dinner, and managed to have the birthday dinner event kind of in the middle of Soho area of London, where there's all the Christmas lights out. The Angels are back on Regent Street. Carnaby Street's all lit up. So it was kind of, I hadn't really been thinking about this whole Christmas spirit thing. And, because it still seems a bit early because we've not had the whole American Thanksgiving thing yet. But yeah, it suddenly felt really festive, which was nice.
That's lovely. Those pictures you sent through were gorgeous.
Yeah, and then carrying on with that theme, I've got a group of friends who we do a monthly cake club. And we all get together and bake something, and so this weekend was the Sunday stir up for Christmas cakes and Christmas puddings. And I've had Christmas pudding, but I haven't actually made one before. So I made one for the first time yesterday. So we'll see how that turns out in about 5 weeks.
Probably very alcoholic.
There might have been some rum involved.
There has to be, doesn't there? I think there has to be involved in that. Have we got anyone saying hi? Or
I was just going to say let's
Yeah,
start.
I was going to say yeah.
Oh, just show that one. So we've got Ian who said hello.
Hello, Ian. We're not supposed to wave. I must not wave.
Product leadership at Tesco.
Oh, hey, hold on. Go back a second.
Oh.
Go back. Based in Surrey. Whereabouts in Surrey, Ian?
Well, I think you might share that in a while, I think. But then Danielle is here.
Hey, Danielle, how are you?
Leanne.
Hi, Leanne. Nice
Lots of people have been jumping. So then Ian says hello to me. Hi, Ian.
Oh, what about us, Ian?
No, just for me. Just for me.
Hold on. I would like to have favourites. Could we be a little less obvious about it, though, honestly?
Oh, you love this one then?
Just want to give it.
Yay!
Are you just choosing the ones that make you just because you can? You have the power.
I have the power. Yeah. So we don't know who that is, but thank you. Kisses.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm glad you're very popular today.
Yes.
Melinda feel fabulous now.
So it's fine. And you know what? I did want to ask the group. On Friday night, I attended an online disco fundraiser for children in need, and we raised over £7,000 for the children in need efforts. So, and I was wondering if anybody in the audience did anything in support of children in need. If so, let's give it a shout out, because that's really a great charity and does a lot of good things.
Oh, good for you. We just saw that Ian lives near Silent Pool, where I went to get my gin. So yeah, nice area. And hello, Lisa. Who else have we got?
Danielle said Aldi do amazing gins as well. We're all gin mad. Kat says hello. She's from the Starting Point Centre in Leeds.
Nice to meet you, Kathleen.
Nick Rayburn's here saying afternoon gang.
Hey Nick. Oh, I've waved again. I've got to stop waving.
Why? It's nice to
know
wave.
Because you can't. They can't. Oh, doesn't matter. Hi, Lee. Nice to see you, or not see you, but know you're there. Who else have we got?
Lots of love for Alistair's wreath, which is really cool.
Oh yeah. So creative, isn't she? Hi Heather.
So I'm kind of peering around my microphone thingy.
That's all right. Well, with regards to raising money, I don't know if anyone did do that, but I got very emotional watching the Sophie Ellis Bextor. Sophie Ellis Bextor, that's right, isn't it? Doing that dance-a-thon, the kitchen disco dance-a-thon. It got quite addictive, and I ended up giving a lot of money to that, but I didn't actually do anything to raise any money. But I gave, so that's good. Just tuned in, and the first words I heard were saying, "Vicar of Dibley, I'm here just for the sheer randomness."
So are we?
That's right up your street, Johnny.
And Danielle has been partying. Oh no, they didn't go.
No.
They were going to go partying, but
Oh no!
That's
Dear.
not good.
I hope he's okay. Oh, I watched the Formula One race yesterday. That was messy. I don't know if anyone saw that, but the track was really messy. I know Danielle's a big fan, and I'm a big fan, but I don't know if anyone else is. But it was really good. And Lewis Hamilton won. Yay!
And so Ian responded to say he's in a village near Woking.
Okay, I know.
But
I know
we're global again.
from
Laura.
Stockholm. Yay! Hello,
Hello.
Laura from Stockholm. Nice to have you. So, what
And then
else?
we've got more. Oh, so Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. I know
Hello.
Vanessa.
Good name.
So did we have any shout outs for children in need or any charity efforts this weekend?
Thank you, Ian.
I'm working through them.
Okay, great. We've got
charity
a chatty
match.
bunch. That's wonderful. Also,
Good
people,
stuff.
start thinking about if you have any questions or things that you would like to bring forward to the panel of experts. So we've got
Who are
quite
they?
a variety of skills in the room. I am a strategic consultant. I've worked in business consulting for more than 25 years, specializing in business transformation, digital transformation, that sort of fun stuff. And Vanessa has a wealth of marketing background and really good skills with the comment filtering.
North Korea.
Would you like to add to that, Vanessa, while you're frantically scrolling and looping in?
Well, no, I can help with marketing. There you go. I step in to make you step out. So I've far too many years of marketing experience. But if you've got a marketing or visibility quandary, then put that in the comments.
Hello, Kate.
And
Kate,
Sarah.
Facebook ads for messaging. Sorry about me. I'm an executive coach. You can find or anything about us on LinkedIn if you want to. But yeah, so anything with regards to leadership, mindset, business. We've got such a wealth of knowledge and experience between us that we're going to give you a view. It may not be the right one, but we'll give you a view. And it may just take away the stress, the pain, the worry that you've been having about something, or just give you a new way to think about stuff. So yeah, come and tell us any questions you've got, what you're looking forward to this week, or what's getting in your way. So Kate, are you in New Zealand? Now that would be true globalness, right? I suppose you could be anywhere in the world though, really, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All depending upon the time zone. So do we have any questions, Vanessa, that have come in the interim?
No questions yet.
So what are you guys up to this week? Have you? Thank you. Happy lunchtime, Hayley. Have you got anything that you are super excited about this week, or anything that's worrying you guys?
I have some potential client discussions this week, which are quite exciting. Lots of potential there. So it'll be interesting to see how everything plays out. And that's the main focus, I think, for me.
Cool. Sounds exciting. Anything you're worried about this week or need help with?
Just hoping to give everybody on the show today a fabulous experience. So that's not really a worry. It's just one of those things that, that's what we're here for. So, Vanessa, how about yourself?
I am going to Edinburgh tomorrow for 2 nights. That's to visit with one of my new clients. So that's really exciting. It's a really good opportunity to get to know the company better. It's a 16th birthday celebration. They get all the staff together twice a year. But of course, because of COVID, they've not got together for 2 years and everyone is working from home completely. So there are a lot of new staff that have never met the team either, because they've grown quite a lot. They've been doing very well. So I've just started to help them with marketing. And so I'm going to go up and join in the event and hear about their strategy for the next year. So I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be lovely. And is anything troubling me? No. It's just the usual struggle is how to make more hours in the day.
If you find that out, then oh my goodness, you will be one rich lady.
Yes,
it's a constant challenge. So what am I looking forward to this week? Well, today I was looking forward to, obviously. Oh, I'll come back to that in just a second. And what else am I looking forward to? I'm running a workshop tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to, on mastering change, which is exciting. Then got some lovely clients the rest of the week. And is there anything getting in my way? I'm in a good place at the moment. I'm very pleased with myself this weekend. I really, really stopped myself from working. I did a bit, but not as much as I allow myself to normally get into when there's a bit of spare time. So if any of you are running your own business, as we all do, then you'll know it's quite easy to drift into work mode when there's an opportunity. So I'm trying to stop myself from doing that. And I managed it quite well this weekend. So I'm giving myself a pat on the back for that.
I've seen a great meme. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, I've seen a great meme for self-employed, which is saying, hey, I traded in working 9 to 5 to work 24/7. It's kind of true.
Anybody that thinks, I was under a real misconception that working for yourself, you kind of work it out on paper, go, well, I just need to see this many clients and then do that, and then I earn enough money to live and blah, blah, blah. So that's about 12 hours a week of work. And then what you forget is there's so much behind it. And then you get into the world of LinkedIn and everything else, which can be all consuming. And one thing I do want to bring up today is something that Vanessa's done this weekend, which she hasn't come out in hives, which is amazing, but she did her first poll on LinkedIn. Now, anti-poll.
Don't tell anybody.
No, I'm going to. It's something we need to share. Sharing is caring. And I wonder whether how do you feel now you've polled?
Dirty. I feel dirty.
I don't get it. I don't get it, but I love the fact that you've broken the seal and you've survived. And
I don't think I'll be going back, though.
No?
It was about, will you be joining us for this? So it wasn't a what colour toast do you prefer? Or, what's your favourite tea or anything ridiculous? Because
that's what's got you go, hasn't it?
It's just crap like that people post because they know it's going to get loads of engagement, but it gives no value whatsoever. And when I open my feed and it's just poll after poll of then I'm not happy. I'm not like, this isn't Facebook. That's not me. I like personal posts. I like people showing who they are. And you know what I mean? And not every post has to be valuable, of course. But
got under your skin, hasn't it? It really has.
And it's because they get so much visibility. And obviously LinkedIn, whatever algorithm gods are at play, really promote them. And so if you do create a post that actually you're trying to help people and give something valuable, the visibility is so low. Yet polls are there. So I had promised that I wouldn't do one, but then eventually I was thinking, what can I post this weekend? I wanted to bring people to this, so.
Yeah, there we go. I have to say there's a lot out there that are very, very good. I do use polls. I use them a lot, but I also do a lot of helping or information before the poll comes up, so people don't have to use the poll. It depends how they use. The worst one I saw was, do you like rain? Yes or no? Yeah, I know that would turn your head. And sorry, if you're on here and you wrote that, fair play to you. I hope you got lots of input into that, and it did something wonderful for you. But it just anyway. Should we move on from LinkedIn polls? What are people saying?
I think so.
Shall we catch up with the comments?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I think we
Nicole,
are there questions or issues that we can help with here?
Yeah, I'm not sure we've got any questions yet, but do bring them forward. Anything we can help with for strategy, marketing, or coaching, just put it in the comments and let's see what we can do. Last week, as well as the kind of the ideas that we put forward, there's loads of chat in the comments, and other people were also sharing their ideas as well. So it's really good if you've got a question to get it in there, and let's see how we can all help. But Nicole, hello, Nicole. So Nicole used to work with me. She was on my team. at Norican, and so she is also now a marketing consultant, and she's based in Switzerland, and her biggest client is in Zurich, Jacobs Foundation, which is a foundation that researches and is grant giving for children's education in the cocoa and coffee growing nations like Cote d'Ivoire. Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, so do tell us what you do as well. Give yourself a shout out.
So Kate, who was the Mercy Ships New Zealand, is actually based in London. There you go.
That's all right. We still feel connected to New Zealand anyway, just through the fact you work there. Has anyone started their Christmas shopping? Really good question. Back to the gin. I bought myself something. No, I keep getting asked by my children, have I bought anything yet for Christmas? And the answer is, what? No, not yet. Like you, Melinda, it doesn't feel quite time, but I have made my first purchases. They have been done, and they were done because of Black Friday and some things I can't mention because one of the children is in here on a inset day. So I'm not saying anything, but yes, I've started. I now feel very Santa-like. What about you?
I've just started. Sorry, just this weekend, but only a few little bits. But I'll warm up now.
You'll warm up and you get going. I know there'll be a sudden panic on the 23rd. One of the things me and my sister used to do when we were a lot younger is we used to wait until literally the 24th and go into, we lived in Birmingham, and we used to go into Birmingham city centre. I remember doing this a few times, and everything had suddenly gone on sale on the 24th because everyone else was meeting family and doing stuff, and we'd go in and buy our stuff there. I think that's a genius idea, although I'm not quite brave enough to do that on the 24th these days with kids who will go mental if we don't get something that they requested. But yeah, I quite like doing that as well. It feels so Christmassy as well and cheaper. More to the point. All right, you, Melinda, have you done anything yet?
I have, just because with living in London, but having my brother and his family in the US, I tried to I have to plan a bit early because of shipping and things like that. So I've got the big gifts for the family sorted already. And they've actually already been delivered, which is a miracle on the order of loaves and fishes, but better to have it there because in years past, sometimes they've shipped me stuff that hasn't arrived till March, thanks to customs and things like that. So I've started in that regard, but some things I've got to sort out, some Secret Santas, which are coming up soon. Some friend groups of mine, we just decided to do the, Secret Santa instead of doing, like little trinkets for each person. Yeah. And I got really lucky so far because I'm in a couple of Secret Santas and I've already had 2 things show up, which are clearly containing liquid. So I've not opened them, but they gurgle. So I think that's a good start to a Christmas and New Year's celebration.
The olive oil.
Could be.
That would be disappointing, wouldn't it? What about you, Nick? Have you started? Has anyone else started?
So we've got quite a few things going on now and a few questions coming up. So let's kind of catch up because otherwise we'll be all out of sync. So Leanne is asking, how come I can't see the chat in this chat box? And that's probably because the chats are coming in from my stream here on LinkedIn, but also Sarah's on LinkedIn and Melinda's on LinkedIn because the streams have been paired, so they appear in different feeds. Also, there might be people joining us from Facebook who are commenting there, or on YouTube who are commenting there. So you'll only see on this stream, whichever you are, and I think you're in mine, you'll only see the chat that comes up there. So that's what it is. And I can see them all, but I can't keep up with them all because there's loads going on. So I hope that explains it. So Johnny, putting me on the spot here. 3 tips for B2B marketing in 2020. He's hearing that people are a bit screened, zoomed and Teams out, and live events are popular as a backlash to lockdown. I think that's true. I think where there have been local events, so not international trade shows, but the smaller local trade shows, they seem to be quite popular because people are dying to just get out and meet people. I think as ever, if we're thinking about B2B marketing, traditionally, it's always been very traditional, and what is working well is doing things like this, just doing things that are a little bit different that get you seen by your potential customers. People will get to know us through watching this. They'll decide whether they like us or not. And if they do and they have a need, they'll get in contact because they feel like they know us already. So LinkedIn videos, LinkedIn lives, anything like that that actually lets your potential customer find out who you are as a person representing your company is what more B2B companies should do. And yeah, people do not want to be sold to anymore. Behavior has absolutely changed for, direct to customer, or, as consumers. Even as business individuals, we want to make choices ourselves. We don't want to be sold to. So the age of the sales guy knocking on the door and trying to push something on you that you don't need is gone.
Sorry.
What B2B companies should be doing is answering all those potential questions and putting lots of content out there so that then consumers in businesses can find that information themselves and make that decision. But you need to ungate any content, just put it all out there, answer all the questions, and make yourselves available and accessible. And let people come and knock on your door and sell and qualify themselves to come and buy from you, because nobody wants to be sold to anymore.
I don't think anybody ever really wanted to be sold to. I just think it was such a, we started years ago with something called spin selling. And if anyone's been in sales, they'll know about spin selling. And it was all about finding pain, which when you think about how the brain works, and it repels pain, it doesn't want to be in a pain position. It will go into a threat state. So the fact that we finally got on board, and I say finally, there's so many people that haven't got on board with this yet. They think they can just shove something down your neck and you'll buy it, as opposed to doing what you're talking about, which is showing up, helping people see what's there, helping people see how it might help them, and then they can choose to buy it or not. But there's so many people still working on this old school spin sell type pain, or I'm going to chuck so much mud at the wall that some of it's going to stick. And I got caught with this yesterday. I got some people asking for connections. I was like, oh, that's nice. Connect. And literally, do you want this? Do you want that? Buy this, buy that. How can I help you? I was like, no, please. I mean, just watch some of my videos, some of my things I talk about. Don't do that. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to anybody. But I guess there's some companies that find it so cheap to be able to just chuck out that message and enough people must be picking it up to make it worthwhile. But I hate it. And I'm totally behind you. I agree with you, Melinda. Vanessa. It's all about helping people buy.
I really find it annoying, the assumption of a new LinkedIn connection that I'm instantly going to buy from them when I don't know anything about them. And they'll say something in their message like, oh, I know everything about you, blah, blah, blah. I see that you're working at company X, and company X is somewhere I've never worked. They're just clearly doing a really bad copy paste job.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's authentic messaging goes a long way. And these sort of fluffy instant reply type things, I think, are more off-putting than engaging for most people.
Can I shout out a company that's doing this, or is that really naughty? That's really naughty, isn't it? I won't do it. But anyway, somebody, one of them I got through was, is my company still using an auto-enrollment pension scheme? You can save 15%, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. Why don't we schedule a call? I'm the only employee in my company.
Yeah.
I mean, check it out. Check it out before you do it. Anyway, I'm off soapbox. Sorry. Good question, Johnny. We've got lots of stuff coming through. I'm assuming I can now see all the comments coming through as well. I don't know if you're getting them all. Yeah, you are. Good.
Yep, they're all coming up through.
They are still heavily sales led. You're absolutely right, Ian. And dog's off. And shush, dog. Honestly, as Amazon arrived, it's very, very difficult when I personally go into organizations like this and I get asked to, can you help improve the sales performance? Can you do this? Can you do that? Well, yes, I can, but only when the people at the top stop asking for numbers, and start looking at the people, the behaviors, the values, the culture, and stop worrying so much about what the stakeholders or the shareholders are asking for. Focus on the people that matter and do that right, and then the sales go up. But some people just don't work like that. They're so fear-led. I get it. I know what's happening in their brains. But there's an opportunity to not be like that, but you just need to learn. And it's quite a big shift for a lot of people to get out of. Hi from Stockport.
Yeah, hello.
Designer. Any advice for drumming up the work in the new year? Is it a good time to approach companies and talk about the coming year? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Why not? When are you going to wait? If you wait until Monday the 1st, you'll be behind everybody else that started doing it about 2 months ago. So most people who are planning to do business in next year have already started filling up their diaries for next year. And if you haven't, don't worry. Just don't leave it. Start talking to people. Start sharing what you do.
And lots of people may not have budget left for this year. So getting people thinking about, to break down that resistance of, oh no, I don't want to buy anything now. Perhaps consider pitching for, have you started planning for your new year launch? Have you started planning these projects? Let me help you, get ahead of the game and be prepared. Could be a good angle to take so that you're kind of immediately addressing the elephant in the room, which is, I don't have any money for budget for this right now. So, it could be an angle to take.
Yeah, just start speaking to people, because if you haven't, somebody else will. And when their budget does come up, if we're going down the budget route, they'll be remembering the people that have spoken to them, not the person that just happens to turn up at the right time or the wrong time after they've already decided how they're going to spend their budget. Any thoughts from you on that, Vanessa?
I think I agree. People are planning their year, aren't they? The year ahead. So I think it's a very good time to make yourself visible and compelling, get people to want to buy you. I think as well as we head towards Christmas, our defences are down a little bit, So I think we're more open to ideas. As I think we were saying, we've kind of, there's no time to do anything, but it's getting better now because we're kind of winding down. So people are less defensive, so show what you do and share your fabulous design.
This is just to show you that about 2 months ago, and this is on my desk because I keep looking at it. 2 months ago, I sat down and planned what I was doing next year, and then everything I did between then and now is taking me towards that. It's not rocket science. It's what successful people plan to do, and successful people then get success from it. It just covers everything that I want to do. I use something called the hedgehog concept, which is something I talk to a lot of my clients about. But this is about what do you want for next year? How are you going to make good decisions? Is what do you want to achieve? What are you passionate about? What are you great at? What's going to drive your economic engine, as in what's going to make you some money? And I make all of my decisions through that. And that helps me know who I want to speak to and how I want to spend my time. But anyway, I'll be quiet.
Yeah, I think that this time of year is really good for getting visible, especially if you're a designer. You've got a great opportunity right now to start publishing examples of what you do and get people interested in it. The holidays give a great opportunity for inspiration to do the different designs and launch those examples, to get people recognizing you and knowing you. Because I think we mentioned last week, but it's kind of one of those things that keeps coming up, that people, in order to buy from you, they have to be comfortable with you. In order to be comfortable with you, it can take 9 to 11 points of contact. So might as well start ramping up those numbers now over the next few weeks, so that those people will already be comfortable with what you do, what you offer, and be clear on your skills when they're ready to buy early in the new year.
I agree. There's some great stuff coming up. Danielle, I don't know, I wasn't looking at the feed, so we've done that. She's got a vision and a team building day next Monday in London. Just a bit of a worry in case the COVID catches me or hubby is worse. Well, North London, born and raised, but me. Okay, so this was from ages ago, saying where you were. So thank you, Danielle. I'm just starting to see them all pop up now, so I don't know if they've already been on. Heather,
So this, that one was
yes.
answering. Sorry, that one was answering what she was worried about in the week coming. And as you said, her husband's just tested positive. So
now that is something none of us can help with whatsoever, but we wish you well. And Heather is going to a motorcycle live weekend on the 5th of December at the NEC. Oh, fun! Representing I Am Road Smart. Excited to meet people in person. I know I saw Heather this last week for lunch, which was lovely. We talked business and everything, but that was really cool to actually see people live.
That's a good comment. Like
so Kate says, I unfollowed someone recently because she posted daily and every post was a poll. Once in a while is fine, but seriously, and it gets a bit repetitive. Let's mix it up, folks. Let's mix it up.
Yeah, polls and sales, you know what I mean? It's like if someone's always, if every post they make is buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, people will just start ignoring it. If everything you post is a poll, people will start ignoring it. So mix it up, give value first, and then only pitch or poll perhaps every, once a week or once every 2 weeks might be even better, depending on your industry. Just to kind of give people that variety so they keep reading your content, whether it's LinkedIn or any other platform.
Variety is key. Yeah, we've seen that one. Good. Yeah, thank you, Ian. It is difficult when you've got a heavily sales-led organization. We've already dialed in our plans. Of course you have, Johnny. If you wanted to get a slice of the pie, these conversations have been had already. Do not wait. And that is an order from Master Walker. Who is already probably fully booked for next year. Hey, ladies. Hey, Kelly. All things tech. Good. It's been great listening before you go. Well, thank you for coming, Kat. It was lovely to have you here. And thank you for joining in and getting involved, and enjoy your meeting at 1:15. Have we got any other questions? Do you think there's too much low-key advertising on multimedia? I don't know if you can see that one.
Oh, that was earlier on, wasn't it?
Too much what advertising? Sorry?
Too much low-key advertising on multimedia.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. What does it mean, Vanessa, marketer, guru, lady?
I'm not sure. I'm just wondering if that's more, what do they call it? When it's passive, when you've got, when the judges are all on X Factor are all drinking Coca-Cola or something. Is it product placement?
Let us know, Malcolm. Yeah, let us know what you mean. Do you mean stuff that we see but we don't necessarily talk about? So it's a bit like trying to get into your brain without actually telling you anything. And that's actually very clever, by the way. It's if you know anything about NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, one of the best ways to influence people is to have messages that you're not talking about behind you that make people go, that's interesting. Where did I see hashtag LLLL before? Must follow. Things like that happen, apparently. So I'm all for that.
Good for that.
Anyone else got any questions, or have we reached our...
Well, we could jump into quotes if we don't have any questions.
Let's just have a
we've got a kind of 5-minute warning here, so we've got
so that's gratitude.
Yeah.
June is a great Christmas gift. Thank you, Luke. It is. I'm glad I bought that for myself. And he loves shopping for tech on Black Friday as well. Now, with regards to, can I just say thank you to everybody that's commented and got involved. It's all on there. So, carry on talking. It's brilliant. Let's have a look at that one. Luke Matthews, youngest daughter. That's Danielle answering Luke. There's a whole other conversation going on here. There's a lot of Sarah's becoming Darren. Do you know Darren Brown? there's a video on that. I have to share it. But yeah, oh God, if I could be. He's awesome. Very, very clever. Anyone ever been to see a Darren Brown show? It's brilliant, but we won't go there. I've got 5 minutes. I don't have a quote, but what I have got is something that a fabulous lady called Lisa Raybone sent out to the network that we are all in, actually, the Girls Club. And it really hit me because I had a conversation with Heather, actually, who's on here as well at the moment. Loki is gambling lowbrow. Okay, we don't like that. But anyway, can I tell you about the thing that Lisa sent? Because I was talking to Heather, and one of the things we were talking about was, why have we waited so long to get to the point where we feel ready for this? You know, like showing up on LinkedIn Lives and doing all the rest of it. At me 50, she's not. But you know, why have we wasted so long? And my answer was, I wasn't ready. And I didn't want to until now. But this came through from Lisa, and it just really resonated with me. So I'm going to read it off my phone, so excuse me. But someone graduated at the age of 22, but waited 5 years before securing a good job. Someone became a CEO at 25 and died at 50, while another became a CEO at 50 and lived to 90. Someone is still single, while someone from his group has become a grandfather. Obama retired at 55 and Trump started at 70. Let's not go there. Everyone in the world works based on their time zone. People around you might seem ahead of you, and some might even seem to be behind you. But everyone is running their own race in their own time. Do not envy them. They are in their time zone, and so are you in yours. So relax. You're not late. You're not early. You are very much on time. I loved that. And I hope that resonates with lots of you out there. I know there's people looking for jobs. There's people who've just lost jobs. There's people that are in the middle of very difficult jobs who might feel they're being left behind, or things are going too fast, and they look at other people going, oh, I want that. Your time is there. It's coming. If it's not now, it will be tomorrow or the next day. So just enjoy it when it comes.
So I've been doing, just thinking about that, I've been doing the Miracle Mornings with a group online Zoom. And it started earlier in the year, or last year actually, at 6 o'clock in the morning until 7. It's moved now, it's 6:30. But one of the meditations that is played quite often, and it's just ingrained in me now, is that today is a wonderful day of opportunity. I am exactly where I need to be. And I love that idea. I am exactly where I need to be. So even if everything's just gone wrong, even if, you know, the world is falling down around you, just believe that you are exactly where you need to be. And the only way now is forward. And I just kind of, it really grounds me. It puts me in the present. I'm here. I'm exactly where I need to be. You know, what's next? But yeah, I absolutely agree that this, you know,
It's very calming, isn't it? But and people often say, well, how can you, oh, it's very well saying that. This is what we were going to talk about quotes for. It's very well saying something and going, well, that sounds great. How do you do it? You can learn, you can read, you can speak to people, you can get the help that you need to be able to do that. But believe you are where you need to be. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. So true. Yeah, so true.
Baz Luhrmann's a wise man.
Yeah, nice.
But we have about 1.5 minutes left.
Oh, is that all?
Gratitude time. Share the love.
Yeah. So, who do you want to say thank you to? Who are you going to say thank you to? Who do you want to give a shout out to? If you've just enjoyed the show, say you've enjoyed the show. Tell us if there's anything you'd like to cover, anything that you want more of or less of, in fact.
Yes. And I would say if you've enjoyed the show and you want to keep track of all of us, we all are very prolific on LinkedIn. If you're not following us, please do follow us on LinkedIn. And, you can catch lots of content between shows. And feel free to share this feed, share the live from each of our feeds if you would like. And, that looks like a great quote from...
And well done
Kate
to Malcolm as well, who's starting his new job. I love that. Nice.
What's this? An arrow can only be shot by pulling it backwards. So when life is dragging you back with difficulties, it means that it's going to launch you into something great. So just focus and keep aiming. That's a quote from Stephanie Simpson in 2016, shared by Kate Scott, and it is beautiful.
It is
And
beautiful. Thanks for coming, Leanne.
yeah, so thank you very much for that quote, Kate. That's a beautiful wrap up for the show, a good final note. So please, thank you. Well, that's like too many words tumbling out of my mouth at once. Thank you all for joining us. Very much appreciated. And please feel free to follow us. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks a lot. Have a great week.
Have a great week, everyone. Thank you for coming. See you next
Thanks,
Monday.
everyone. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.